All right. So let's go. Let's go back here, and we'll do. We have one more of the primary rounds, and who's going to do that? John.
I'm going to do the riddles. Yep.
Okay, so we'll do the riddles. All right, festival rules. All right. So here, let me show it to you. So the riddle. So one riddle is asked. You can ask one yes or no question per turn, and the answers are public. So you have to be careful what you ask too, because the person that goes after you might assist them. Or instead of asking a yes or no question, you can do a check of your choice. And this is where it's not just the smarts of the player. You basically use your character's stats to get a clue. So this is where your stats come in handy. And if you have a good roll, I'll give you a good clue. If you have a bad roll, I may give you a bad clue. And I'm going to whisper them to you. Actually, I don't have to whisper them to you because no other players are doing this. Okay, everybody gets a chance to answer. I don't have to whisper them either. So we'll do. How about we do 3 rounds? And if you do the 3 rounds, if you get 3 riddles in a row, you will be declared the winner. How's that? Since no other player is doing it.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's start with an easy one. What is something that fades and let's see, what is it? Okay, what is something that fades and goes over time, but some of its residue will always remain? Nobody's allowed to Google these. John, Vic.
So I can ask a yes or no question, then I can guess it?
Or no, you do one or the other.
And if I guess and get it wrong, I'm out.
Correct. Well, you're right.
All right. Well, I'll do it. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to go out. So I'll do a intelligence check, I guess.
Okay. So do one of those. All right. Let's see. Is that the same as? Try. I'm just curious. Roll a skill that's associated with. So what I want you to do is to do like. If it was a wisdom, it would be like insight would be a good one.
Yeah, -1 to that.
No.
But like intimidation, I'll intimidate you into giving.
No, like one that's based on intelligence. Let's see. I'm trying to find your damn character. Where is it?
High Arcana. History.
Yeah. You could do. We'll say you could do a history. I'm just curious what the +5. Yeah. Okay. Definitely need to do one of those. Like do a skill, and I'll say based on your history roll, you've done a lot of studying and you've come across some of these riddles in the past. So a clue for you would be it involves the mind.
The mind. Oh. All right. Can you repeat the riddle?
Sure. What is something that fades and goes over time, but some of its residue will always remain? So for this next round, you can ask a yes or no question if you want.
I think I'll take a guess. Memory?
Correct. All right, round 1's done. Okay, so let's see here. Let's roll. I'll just here we go. All right, who am I? I have a heart that never beats. I have a home, but I never sleep. I can take a man's house and build another's. And I love to play games with my many brothers. I am a king among fools. Who am I? I'll paste it in chat. No one's allowed to Google this.
This is my turn. I did a history check.
Oh, you did? Okay, and you got a 23?
Yeah.
So this involves a game.
Yes or no? Involve black and white?
No. I think. Are you sure that's the question you meant to ask?
No.
No. Are those are the colors specifically?
Yeah, no. What I was thinking of it was.
Okay, so no.
So do I? Someone else?
Well, it would be somebody else's, but just for the sake of, since no other players are doing this, we'll go to the next round to do a history check. Okay, it's a pretty good roll. So the other hint would be, it does color does play into this. If you were to ask a different question, if you had worded that differently with different colors, that may have affected the answer.
And what was the give me the last hint, the one before.
So the answer to this is involved in a game,
Colors,
or I should say, mini games. Does anyone else think they might know?
Oh, is this it's probably like a deck of cards.
Look at all the clues.
King of Hearts.
What did you say?
The King of Hearts.
Correct. All right, very good. All right, last round. All right, let's see here.
I was thinking chess before that was what the black and white was.
Yeah, no, I got it. All right, so I'll have somebody else pick for you. Who haven't I heard from? Vic, I haven't heard from you in a while. Should I do riddle number 2 or riddle number 3 for him?
Number 3.
All right.
Thank you.
My home is not quiet, but I am not loud. The Lord has meant us to journey together. I am faster than he and sometimes stronger, but he keeps on going for longer. Sometimes I rest, but he runs on. For as long as I am alive, I live in him. If we part from one another, it is I who will die.
A fart.
A fart. Okay. This is something nature-y. It involves an animal. You guys can whisper me too if you think you know what it might be.
Is it a mammal?
No.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. What kind of, with an 11, what kind of hint can I give you? Let's see. I don't want to mislead you, so I'm just going to not say anything with an 11. You can ask another yes, no if you want.
Okay. Are you a bird?
Are you trying to solve it right now?
No, that's my yes or no question. Are you a bird?
No. Well, I mean, so. God. I mean, that's essentially trying to answer it, right?
Oh, that's too close. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I basically said it was in nature. It involves an animal, right? So if you're just going to guess animals over and over again, yeah, that's like guessing it. You could say, do I fly?
Do you fly?
No. Not in the sense that you're thinking. No.
All right, there we go. Give me a good one now.
You glide.
All right.
Flying squirrel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
There are many different kinds of me. I come in all sizes. And let's see. Well, yeah, I think that's good for now. Well, 24 is a pretty good roll. I have, in fact, I'm very abundant on Earth, and I cover most of the world.
Yeah. Think a fish ocean. That's my guess.
So is a fish your answer?
No. Pass. Yeah, I will say it. Since I die if I part, so I'm going to say a fish.
Correct. Congratulations. You now you have the title of I think we said it was going to be Loremaster.
Loremaster.
Oh, cool title.
Lovely.
That's right. All right, awesome, guys. So it's 10:43. I promised to have you out of here by 11. Do we want to do a drinking contest?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. I'm getting slammed.
Right.
Pass the Jaeger.
Okay, so the way we're going to do this, if we look in the rules, down under festival, it's actually, there's not rules for it. It's just levels of drunkenness. So the way this works is that you take a drink, and then you put the glass down. And on the first round, you have no penalties because you really haven't started drinking. It hasn't got into your system yet. So you do a dexterity save, or I guess it would be an acrobatics check for being able to place the glass down nice and solidly without the glass falling over. And then you do a con save. I think a sobriety check, if it's available to you, you can do that too. But con save will work just the same. And if you fail the con save, and I'm going to say, we'll say DC is probably, we'll make it 14. Then this is elf stuff though. Yeah, we'll start with 14, and maybe they'll start bringing harder stuff. So we'll start with the DC 14, and so you'll do a con save. And if you fail the con save, the next round, you'll move to the next level of drunkenness. So the next round, you'll be tipsy.
Didn't Tesoro have like the hammered
level? I think,
and he like still passed the check for the glass.
Yeah. He
had like a -8 penalty and still got it.
Yeah,
he was like unconscious but still drinking.
Yeah.
He was plastered. I'm pretty sure he was plastered.
That's so funny.
And he ended up winning it. Yeah. He got drunker and drunker, and he was up against, I think, Faraday, wasn't he?
He's like up against everyone. He was up against Burn. Everyone.
Didn't like the last two was like him and like one of the guys in that town.
Riken. Wasn't it Riken?
It might have been.
Was it like the fat guy that
Oh right. Yeah,
Grandma?
that's right. I described him as having door knockers, nipple rings.
Yeah.
that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was here last time. I was there.
You were there?
Now I remember that.
Nipple rings.
Yeah,
I remember the nipple
I'm
rings.
glad you remembered none of my lore and storyline, but that's what you remember.
It's all coming back to me now.
The door knockers.
Yeah.
It's radio. I remember this big fat guy with nipple rings. I don't know what the hell it was about. I think it was my first night.
Probably was. I think you're right. Yeah.
You get a long rest after this?
After, yeah, of course.
Sleep it off.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So we'll let's do turn order just for this map, and it'll just be none of the elves are going to partake in it. MJ can't even really partake in it because you can't get drunk.
I was going to pretend unless somebody caught me. I'd be the guy at the party drinking water and pretending he's drunk.
I did that to a friend one time.
Right?
Did you really?
Yeah, dude, it was bad. Like somebody would try to like feed me a shot of vodka, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And like he walked in, I was like, "Here, you take this." So he took a drink of it, and then we kept going and filling shot glasses full of water and filling his with vodka.
Oh my god.
About 7 shots in, he was like, "I'm done." Lay on the couch, passed out. It was a good time.
Alright, so
Yeah.
Burn, Mor-lomin, Tesoro. Is Faraday doing this one? Marco, you doing this one? Marco?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I can't find my token.
I'll bring it over to you. Here it is. Alright, cool. So we'll just start. Alright, so Faraday is going to go first. So he takes a swig, and so we'll do acrobatics, then con. Acrobatics, and then con save. Yeah, that
Can we
works.
skip the first acrobatics save though, because we haven't drinking anything?
No, you still got to do it. You just don't get a penalty. So we'll do the acrobatics save. Will be pretty low difficulty. Yeah. So I was thinking like
8.
8. Yeah, we'll start at 8. All right. So Faraday is good, and he is good with this round. Yeah. So every round will go up. The difficulty will get increasingly harder.
Tesoro does like a Doc Holiday with his glass.
He flips it. I'm here. I'm your Huckleberry.
Here we go again.
Then he failed the
Classic Tesoro.
All right. So you'll be tipsy next round, Tesoro.
Oh boy.
What does that give him again? Minus like 2?
Minus one.
The acrobat.
Wah 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 wee wah. Go ahead, Mor-lomin. All right, so you're good. You're good both ways. Put it down. So everybody's still in so far. Burn. Oh, burn.
I'm gonna sit down.
Jesus. You said
Burns been flasking the entire company.
Burn says, "Malt beer, malt beer. That's what I want." All right, so Burn is out. Sorry, man.
I'm gonna say that I slammed the glass down so hard that it broke.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why I'm out.
This cheap elf glasses.
What is this garbage? Ah.
All right, so only person that's a little bit in the bag is Tesoro.
God, I'm so excited to see how this ends.
Oh, Faraday.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah, actually, both of you could have. Burn if you want to still be in it.
Yep, I do. Cause
All
I
right.
want to see how this ends. So I'll use
All right,
my
so
inspiration, then let me do a con save real quick.
Okay,
See if I fail.
so this is it for you guys.
If I fail it, don't worry. No, I'm good. Barely.
All right, yeah, you guys are good. So back to so Faraday is still good. We'll go to Tesoro, and Burn will just put you after Mor-lomin. Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Tesoro does just fine. I didn't increase the DC, so I will still stay at 14 for the con save. Oh God, Tesoro.
Tesoro's Mary.
Good lord. All right, -2 next round.
It's a lightweight.
All right, Mor-lomin.
I did my acrobatics.
He's good.
All right, you're good.
Yep. Gonna sit down.
Good lord. All right. All right, Faraday. Faraday has also not rolled very well tonight. This is not you. Faraday and Burren destroyed the last tournament. I tried to balance it out a little better this time, but you guys are just not rolling great. Marco, can you
Oh, it's my turn, right? Okay.
All right. Oh, and we're gonna increase the so the con save is now 15. Oh, all right. So he's tipsy, and you I'll say if you crit fail the con save, then you actually progress down 2 layers. All right, Tesoro, you're up.
Oh, sorry.
We can use that roll, John. Let's let John finish. Go ahead. All right, so John, you're good. Tesoro con save. Oh gosh, he gets it.
Yay.
All right. All right, another round. So DC 16 for the con save.
Can Tesoro even fail acrobatics? The DC is an 8, and he has a 12 modifier.
All right, so let's see here. Faradir does fine with acrobatics, and he fails the con save. So he's going to be
Mary.
he'll be Mary. Yeah, he'll be Mary. Okay, Tesoro. All right, acrobatics is just fine. Oof! All right, crits. So I'm going to say he actually gets less drunk. So you're back to tipsy.
That's not possible.
It is if you're a hobbit. If you're Tesoro.
Ouch.
You never drink a beer.
Jesus.
What was it?
What just
He
happened?
went from not drunk to Mary.
What just happened? Oh, that's awesome. Tesoro starts looking better. Mor-lomin falls off the bench. All right, so we're gonna increase the DC for the acrobatics now. At the are we at the top of the order? We are, aren't we? So we'll stay DC 16 for the con save, but I don't know what they do. Whether they use a different kind of like a glass that's hard to hold or something. So we'll say the DC is now 11 for the acrobatics. All right, Faradir's good. Still DC 16 for the con save. Oh, so he's drunk. Faradir's drunk, right?
My saves today.
I know. All right, Tesoro. Tesoro still has a inspiration too. So does Mor-lomin, I think.
I do.
All right, Max. Okay, so you're good. DC 16. All right, he's back to Mary. All right, Mor-lomin's Mary. So
Oh, he's out.
all right, he can use his.
I'm inspired.
You're
After
inspired?
that last one, yeah.
All right, so you're back to tipsy then, except that you failed your con save. So now you're back to Mary. All right, Faradir. All right. Well, actually, what are you? Are you Mary?
I failed like twice.
Are you drunk?
He's drunk.
Oh, then he fails. He failed his acrobatics.
Alright, I'm out.
All right, Faradir's out. So down to Tesoro and Mor-lomin. Jeez.
The Hobbit and
All right.
Man in Black.
That's right.
Or dark gray.
So Tesoro still has inspiration though. All right. So he's good with his acrobatics. He fails his con save. So what is he on now? Drunk?
He's drunk.
All right. Mor-lomin. Well, hold on. You failed your acrobatics because it was 11, but you're Mary, so -2 is a 9. Failed your acrobatics.
He hasn't used a save either, though.
He did. He
He
used
did.
his
Last
he
time.
used his inspiration.
Acrobatics
Oh, okay.
check. He rolled a 6, and
Tesoro is our champion again.
I mean, I'm serious. Tesoro could roll this all day, and he'll always win this.
Yeah, but they would. I would keep switching up the glasses eventually. His acrobatics is better than anybody else's. Though.
The real thing, though, is does Tesoro realize that the competition's over, or does he keep...
He just keeps drinking.
He'll just keep drinking. Well, he's regained his title. Good job, Tesoro. All right, and I have 4 minutes to spare. That's pretty good. That's good timing. All right, so we have so after the festival, Olwë would come back, and now would be a good time for like I love Faradir's icon that he put on Faradir. It's the skull and crossbones. He's like he's drunk. So if you have any questions for Olwë about anything where you might go next,
Wait, what did I win?
This wasn't one of their competitions. This was something
Man.
they broke out for you guys. So you get bragging rights and a hangover. So I'm not going to spoon feed you guys. If you're not going to ask anything, then you know.
So we'd ask them.
Can we ask Olwë about the Man in Black and what their concerns are?
What specifically?
Just has any information.
Okay. They mentioned that there was a shadow that some men up closer to the Calakidia, up I guess it would be south down south of where you guys are now on the beach in Eldamar. There would be rumors that a shadow had passed to the south down like they're going to sort of where John is from in Avathar, but down the beach, not into the mountains.
Okay. Avathar on the beach. Where'd Avathar?
Well, in that direction, not to Avathar itself, but down south in Eldamar.
Mar. Gotcha.
So you should probably head that way.
Yeah, he will gladly let you use one of his boats. Your boat's fine, I guess. Anything else you want to ask him? I covered a lot of possible questions you might ask him at the beginning of the session. There's a lot. You guys have a lot of questions. I think you have a lot of quest items.
Did we ever find the thing for the gong, the hammer?
You haven't found the mallet yet.
Mallet? Do you have any information on that?
He doesn't know. He knows Tombo. He knows the gong of Tombo, and he knows Little Heart, but he has not seen the mallet of Tombo.
Has any information about the Palantiri? We think that's with the Man in Black, right? We think he still has it.
Yeah. He says that he says no one's really sure. No one, because it's basically forbidden to handle the Master Palantiri, but no one's exactly sure. But there's rumors that the Master Palantiri, much like the other Palantiris, will give you some sort of clear vision or clear sight, but no one's sure what the clear sight is of.
Okay.
If you want to write this down in your quest journal too, that might be helpful. What else is going on?
Seen anything about the Regent? Or?
The Regent. Oh, yeah. So he says, the Regent has been acting strange for quite a time now, and for the first couple of decades, we just assumed that that he was kind of like a hardliner, but definitely he's like I'm planning to have a very stern talking to. He will be dealt with, but he says that you should definitely back in the day the Regent was a good man, so if he is being influenced by the same shadow, be wary of him if you encounter him. He does anyone ask? Well, I'll just tell you. So when he talks about and this is kind of big news, I guess. He would say that he has not seen it, but it is rumored that one of the silmarils has been found, and that if it has been found, it's highly likely that it would be in the workshop of Aulë. Aulë is one of the Valar.
And where is that?
It just so happens it's in southern Eldamar.
Small world.
Well, that's pretty big news.
Pretty big news, yeah. Anything else?
I guess let's wait till next week.
Anything about Túrin or?
Well, it was surprising to him that Túrin was back. So, would he have anything to offer? Do you have anything to offer?
Well, nothing. I mean, so he was Túrin is his foster nephew because the man that took him in when his father was kidnapped by Morgoth was Thingol. And it was so he was the king, and Vic's character knew him well. So he definitely knows of Túrin, but he says that Túrin was
Was he alive when Túrin was alive?
Yeah. So Túrin was early in the First Age, over 6,000 years ago, and
Right.
And he definitely would have known of the happenings. Everyone knows of everyone. All of the elves know of Túrin.
That is true. Yeah. Right.
Partly because he killed Glaurung, partly because he wore the dragon helm of Mor-lomin, partly because he was Hurin's son, partly because he's in the prophecy of Maedhros. Partly because he was the foster son of Thingol, the king of the elves, or one of the kings of the elves. He says it's a very difficult thing, these kinds of possessions that you're talking about, and if you try to free a man from something like that, it can do bad things to the person. It's very tricky, and for something like what you're describing, the shadow thing that you're talking about, these creatures cannot be killed. They can be subdued, restrained. They can be just like they can possess. You can essentially possess them. You can possibly maybe push this being into a different creature or an item. That's always a possibility. But it's a very difficult thing to save a man that's been corrupted by one of these shadow maiar.
No, that's not good. Yeah, because we can't kill it. So I would at least remove it from Túrin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound like an easy task.
Right. So this is session 6. We have 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 4 more sessions of the second part of the campaign, and I have the third part, or the third campaign, already mapped out, and it's going to be like a choose your own adventure. So it's not going to be so linear. It's basically like it's called Trials of the Valar, and you're going to have like a menu, and you're going to decide what you want to do.
It's basically like Mega Man 2 or something.
Yeah. I showed Marco the menu. All right, so let's level up to 13 before the next session. We can do a long rest.
Cool.
And that's it. You guys set sail for southern Eldamar, and that's what you guys are going to be heading towards the workshop of Aulë, where the shadow is seen to have gone, and where there is possibly a silmaril.
Ooh, very cool.
And what a nice power source a silmaril would be.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for tonight. We'll see you around.
Cool. I'll see you.
See you guys.
Thank you.